What's up? We're just on this landscape job doing a side job in the rain. We were supposed to have this done yesterday, but I want to talk about something real quick. I once knew a wise old man. I was in a conversation with him and I said to him, so you mean to tell me you worked in a tool and die shop busting your ass for 32 years every day, day in, day out? He's like, yep. I'm like, how could you even do that? I don't. He goes, simply put, I had a family to feed, period. That's all he said. And then I even asked him again, and another time getting this side, I said, for 32 years though, didn't you ever go crazy and feel like you couldn't do it? He goes, I had a family to feed. And I was thinking about that here. Let me get this piece of sod so I can work and talk at the same time. Hey, I love you and this YouTube video is important, but I gotta get shit done, homeboy. So listen, you got family to feed, you got work to do. It ain't gonna do itself. There ain't no free lunch. So I want to tell you a quick story. I grew up listening to motivational tapes. Sure, I listened to all the rap and rock and hip hop music, and I really enjoyed it. But it came a point when I was landscaping where I got sick and tired of it because it wasn't changing my life. I was sick of hearing about blunts and 40s and bitches and rims and cars. Got really old quick. So I said, you know, as long as I'm stuck behind this damn lawnmower for 10 bucks an hour, I gotta find a way to get out of this prison. I was sent the gift of motivational audiobooks like Jim Rohn and Anthony Robbins' Personal Power 2, Deepak Chopra. God. When I heard these amazing motivational stories of wisdom and just stuff about leadership, life. So here I am, like 19, 20, 25-year-old kid, running behind a lawnmower like a slave for 10 bucks an hour. But yet I was learning things that were changing my life inside. Wisdom and advice that I couldn't get from other people in my real life who were telling me I need to turn that crap off and stick in school and go get a job at a factory like Uncle Don or something, so I can impress the boss and get a raise, and then one day I can get a pension and then I can die. That didn't make sense to me, and I was going crazy. And I believe that you really got to grow inside before you start to see results and grow on the outside. And sometimes it'll feel like it's taking forever. You can't get to where you want to get. Son of a bitch. So you can't get what you want to get. Like you're stuck in this trap. It feels impossible, like you're never going to get out. You think it's going to take X amount of dollars. But really it's just consciousness. And the one thing that really started to hit me, you know, I started to listen to these really success-minded books. I said, well, you know what, if any of these successful people that I look up to, if any one of them all of a sudden appeared in my life, in my body, in my mind, not in my mind because I was crazy, still am. But if all of a sudden they appeared me running behind this lawnmower, they would go, what am I doing? And then they would go and go become successful because of what's in their mind. That's a satori, or an instant awakening. You begin to see the forest for the trees. You see the bigger picture. Some people it takes a near-death experience, an overdosing on drugs. Well, I mean, whatever it takes. But I believe that's what happens. Where you begin to not buy into your own bullshit story anymore, and you see what's more important at hand, the bigger picture. Lots of side. I didn't have the power to do it myself, to get out to start my own business. I didn't have the motivation to do it. No, I had the motivation, I just didn't have the balls. I had all the excuses. I was afraid to grow up and be a man. I saw what real men went through, and their lives were hell. And I saw them, you know, pushing shopping carts through the grocery store at midnight with bags under their eyes. I'm like, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I would fight and detest it. on that guy now. It's not so bad. It's not bad to grow up. You don't have to be afraid to grow up. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard. But a rose must bloom or it will die, right? I want you to not be afraid to grow up. Look at that little frog jumping around, running. It's okay, buddy. Don't be afraid to grow up. Because there's a saying I love. When the pain of staying the same becomes worse than the pain of changing, you'll change. Let me say that again. Or I'll flip it around. When the pain of changing is actually less than the pain of staying the same, you'll change. It crosses a fulcrum point to where now it's downhill, like I gotta change. And it's gonna feel like a shedding, like you're being ripped apart. It's gonna be very hard to do because now you're stepping into the light of the truth of consciousness and you're dissolving the ego. It's painful, it'll feel like you're dying. But that's how we grow up. And it's a good thing because now you realize that how you feel on the outside, or I mean, you know, how you feel doesn't matter as much as your purpose. Because you're always gonna have bad days, you're always gonna feel like shit. Not always. But one day you'll have a really good day and you'll go, wow, I'm so glad I did, I'm so glad I did, and I have so much farther to go. Alright, I'm gonna get back to work on this. And just get some audiobooks, man, please. Audible.com, it's awesome. So worth like 12 bucks a month or whatever. Alright, later. I'll put a link in the description below for Audible.